Good day, friends. I know you can kind of see me back here, but that's okay. You all know I'm here. I have Hunter's old baseball sweatshirt on. So today we're going to do a little concealer, obviously, and powder declutter. I have been meaning to declutter these concealers, and I kind of did it the other day. I filmed it and I didn't like the way that I filmed it, and I ended up not finishing it. So anyway, so these are the concealers that I keep in my backup drawer. The ones that I have in my like everyday makeup drawer, we're gonna go through next. I haven't touched these concealers in probably 4 months. Yeah, except for I put this one back and got out a lighter shade, which you'll see. So I probably could get rid of all of these and not miss any of them, which we very well may do, or almost do. Anyway, enough of me talking. We're decluttering. You guys know the drill. Let's begin. So I have two back here from Too Faced. These are the Born This Way Naturally Radiant concealers, and I really do like this concealer. This one's light medium. This would be the shade that I would use. But these are getting a little old. This reminds me of a more pigmented version of my favorite Becca Aqualuminous. It's a very, I don't want to say light, but it's a light feeling concealer. It doesn't feel super heavy when you have it on. I think it looks nice under the eyes. If you have mature skin, if you have dry skin, this is a good one. Oh, I don't want to get rid of that. That shade is so good. I'm going to keep light medium, but I am going to get rid of medium because it's just too dark. Okay, in the get rid of pile. I guess I'll just go in order. I have 3 from Sephora. So these are the Bright Future. I have 2 gel serum concealers and then 1 corrector. I love this corrector. I don't know why I haven't been using it. It's in the shade medium. It's very like orangey toned, which I love because I have dark circles. I'm a Greek girl. And that just seems to be a Greek thing. My whole entire family has dark circles. No matter how much rest we get, it does not matter. They do not go away. Keeping this, love this. If you like, or you've been wanting to try my favorite Armani corrector that I use in all my videos. Oh, my phone's about to ring. If you like the Armani corrector, here, I'll show it to you. We're gonna talk about it more. You guys know how much I love this, but it's Armani. It's very pricey. This is a really, really good alternative. It's light, like light feeling. It's not, it doesn't go cakey or heavy or anything. And it's a really nice, like orangey shade. I love this one. And again, this one is in Melon. Oh, I thought it was medium. Oh, it's called Melon. It says Melon/medium. So definitely keeping that one. Now these two, I have Custard and Sable. This is a really good concealer. Again, I don't know why I haven't been using this. I just hate the applicator. You have to, it comes out of the tip. It doesn't like come off the sides. It's such a weird applicator. They may have changed it. I got this one like a year ago. I probably should get rid of it. But look at that color. That's Custard. It's such a good shade I'm keeping. I'm gonna actually put that in my everyday drawer. I probably could get rid of Sable. Oh, look how nice and like neutral that is. That is such a good color. Oh, I love that shade, but it's, I need to get rid of that one. I think I've had this one longer and I know I'm gonna use Custard, so getting rid of that guy. And then I have another Becca Aqualuminous in beige. I use this in the summer, like on my face. You guys know this is my favorite concealer in the history of the world. You could use this to contour. It's just such a versatile concealer. It looks so, so beautiful on the skin. #1 concealer ever. I love it so much. But I'm gonna keep it. Who am I kidding? I'm keeping it. Who am I kidding? Not you guys. You guys know. Okay, Becca Backlight Targeted Corrector in Peach. I always hold on to this and I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna, are we focused? What's happening? I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna use this, but then I never do. And I don't know why, because the shade is so good. I love how like deep of an orange it is, because sometimes that's hard to come by. I don't know, I just think it's a really good tone, and I'm going to get this out. I'm not doing very well. I've only gotten rid of 2 things. And then I have my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. You guys know I love this for blemishes on the face, any dark spots, anything on your face that you need to cover up. This is the best. I usually use Custard, but I'm super fair right now, so I pulled out my Creme Brulee. That's the one I've been using. I'm gonna keep Custard though because I use her a lot. I don't think, oh my gosh, I'm keeping Macadamia too, because if I self-tan, this is probably the shade that I need. No, I don't need this. I'm getting rid of Macadamia. Let me just stop. I don't like this under the eyes. Here, let me show you. This one's Custard. I don't love it under the eyes. For me, it's just a little bit heavy, but on the face, it's amazing. I use this in every single Get Ready With Me. Oh, I need a wipe. I have these Tarte makeup wipes, Coconuts About You. The smell drives me mad. I just really don't like the scent. They work well, I just cannot stand the smell, so I've been using them for swatches to try to use them up. Sorry, Tarte. They're super soft though. I just wish, there's something about the smell that kind of gives me a headache. Okay, so I have two Bye Bye Under Eyes from IT Cosmetics. I have Medium Natural 25.0 and Medium Tan 21.0. I definitely don't need both of these. I think 21.0 is more my speed. I like this for, sorry, my hand's wet. I like this for natural days, but I never find myself using it. But if you use a tiny bit of it, like the tiniest bit, and just kind of blend it in, it is a very heavy concealer, but if you use a small amount and you really blend it in well, it does have like a dewier look to it. It doesn't give you like a very matte, dry appearance, which I really like. I'm gonna keep one. I'll keep Medium Tan and, let me swatch Medium Natural just to be sure. They have so many shades to choose from, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the first one. That shade's a little bit just darker. I don't need it. Okay, get rid of that guy. And then my Estee Lauder, what is this called? Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer. I love this side of it. It's like a Hydra Prep, so it's like a serum that you put on before the concealer. Mine has gotten so like gunky though. Not the actual product, just like the applicator and everything. This feels smooth as silk when you put it on your under eyes. I don't know why I stopped using this. This one's in light medium. I also really liked the concealer. Why did I stop? And it's a really, really good color too. Oh, I'm gonna pull that out. Yes, yes, this is amazing. I really love this. I just don't know why I put stuff away to pull other stuff out and use it, and then I never go back to it. That's a problem. I have this little NARS Custard Radiant Creamy Concealer. I don't ever use this. I know it's like a cult favorite. So many people love it. But I don't really care for this on my under eyes, and I have had this for way too long. So that is going actually in the trash. And then this e.l.f., what is this called? It doesn't say. It's the e.l.f. concealer in light. This is a really good concealer. I feel like people overlook this maybe because it's so inexpensive and they're like, oh, it's not gonna be any good. But it really is. I just don't love the shade. For being light, it's a little bit more like medium. So maybe if I would get a lighter shade, I would use it, but I don't ever find myself using this. So I think I'm gonna part with it. And then I have two Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. I have Sand and I have the Neutralizer shade. I'm not gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna give it to Emma, my daughter, because she wears very little makeup. She pretty much just wears a little bit of concealer and powder and that's it. And she curls her lashes. She's one of those natural beauties. I know, so unfair. So I'm gonna give her that one. Sand, this is such a good color. It really is an amazing shade, like in the summertime when I have more color. but I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I've had it for a little while. Oh, I don't know what to do because I really do like this concealer and I like this color too. I'm gonna keep it. I'm keeping it. Oh my God, I'm not doing good. Okay, I have two Overachiever concealers from Huda Beauty. I have Sugar Biscuit and Cookie Dough. Cookie Dough number 14N, way too dark for me. 12G Sugar Biscuit. Let's look at this color. I like this concealer. I don't know, I'm kind of, that's still too dark for my under eyes. I'm gonna part with that one. It was never my favorite. I could wear it, but if I'm gonna wear like a heavier concealer, it's always gonna be the IT Cosmetics one, this guy. So I think I can part with that. And then I have two of the Makeup Forever concealers, the Ultra HD. This is, again, a really good concealer. I have Y23 and Y31, and I think they're both really good shades. This is Y23. I'm showing you guys in case you're like a similar skin tone, then you can kind of, you know, get a little gist of the shades. And this is Y31. Oh, look how good those colors are. Why did I stop using this? Oh my God, this is such a good concealer. I'm keeping it and I'm getting it out. Oh my goodness, I need to get out of my concealer rut. Okay. Becca Aqua Luminous in Tan. This I can get rid of because this is definitely too dark for me and it's old and I don't ever use it. That was easy. And then I have this Rimmel Stay Matte. I like this. The shade selection is so weird. This is fair, but it's not fair. I mean, it's more like a light medium. Rimmel always has a weird shade selection. I do like this concealer. I'm gonna hang on to it. I like that one. JOUER Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in Biscotti. The shade is not right for me. I tried so hard to love this concealer because everyone loves it. It's just too much coverage for me. I mean, I guess the shade is not terrible, but it's definitely too dark for me. I just really don't like this on me. I don't like Tarte Shape Tape. I don't like this one, although I do think this is better than Tarte Shape Tape. It's not as heavy. It just doesn't work for me. I guess I'm too old. I act like I'm 72. Like, oh, can't wear concealer anymore. I have two Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealers, light capturing self-setting concealer. You'll see I have one of these in my everyday makeup drawer. 43, way too dark, getting rid of that. 34, let's see. No, I think 34 is too dark as well. Yep. 34, all that, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. I could wear that on my face when I'm tan, but no, it's too dark for me. I do love that concealer though, it's very good. Bye Bye Breakouts from IT Cosmetics. I've had this for way too long. It's in light. I am getting rid of it. It's good though. I mean, nothing to write home about, but it's good. The Hourglass Veil, oh, this has like a long name, Retouching Fluid. I mean, not that long. I love this. I don't even know how you're supposed to use this. They say you can use it throughout the day. You can put it on top of powder. It's very, very light coverage, but for like super natural makeup days, this is gorgeous on the skin. I never ever hear anyone talk about this. It's so beautiful on your face. It just like almost glows on your face, but in a good way. Like it's so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so like dewy and thin and natural and beautiful. If you're someone who goes for that like girl next door makeup look, this will be your best friend. Are we focused? I don't know, but I love this. Definitely keeping that, and you'll see I also have a darker shade of that somewhere. I'm gonna show you guys these two. I'm giving them to Emma because they're more her shade. You will see the Stay Naked in a minute, but this one's in 30 NY. It's a really good shade. It's just a little bit too light for me, but that's 30 NY. They have so many shades to choose from. And then the Milani Conceal and Perfect in Light Natural. This shade is just not my shade. But It's my daughter's shade. She's a super fair little thing. So those are getting donated to my sweet angel. Okay, now what's in my everyday makeup drawer? So this, plus that, is what's in my everyday makeup drawer. So we'll just get my favorites out of the way. The Becca Aqua Luminous. Do I really need to even, let me zoom you guys in a little. Okay. The Becca Aqua Luminous. Do I even need to say anything about this? You guys have seen this in action so many times. I feel like I already raved about it at the beginning of the video. So light and medium always stay in my makeup drawer, always and forever, staple in my life. Love them so much. Same with the NARS, the Soft Matte Concealer. This one's Creme Brulee. Usually use custard. I'm repeating myself. Moving on. The Giorgio Armani Master Corrector. This one is in number 2. So it has that like orangey tone to it. This is getting low. There is just something about this formula. It is so thin and so light and just like melts into your skin. It is the best corrector that I've ever used in my life. It's worth the high price tag. I mean, I use it every day, so I'm totally getting my money's worth. And then 2 more Instant Age Rewind concealers, medium and light. Love both of these. Again, this is like a cult favorite. How many people love this? I've been through so many of them. The Maybelline Better Skin, I really like this one as well. I feel like it's light coverage, but it gives coverage. This is my second one. I've been through an entire one of this. This one's in light, did I say that? It's amazing, it's really good. It's probably my favorite drugstore concealer. Yes, and if you wanna see that in action, I will put my Get Ready With Me video right up here so you can watch it, because I use that in the video. And then the Stay Naked from Urban Decay. This one is in 40 NY, so this is like my ideal shade. Maybe if there was something in between, but I mean, this is as good as ideal as I'm gonna get. It's a really, really great concealer. Has very good coverage, but it looks light on your skin. It doesn't look like dry or heavy. It just wears really well. I don't have a big problem with concealers creasing on me. My big thing is they look really dry and they make your under eyes look very crepey and like aged. I just can't. I would rather wear no concealer than have it look heavy and like overdone. I just hate that. So this one is really good because I like the amount of coverage it gives. It's a little bit higher. Well, it's a lot higher than the Becca Aqua Luminous, but it still looks natural. The Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I really like this one as well. I just hate the packaging. I've talked about it before. This little, see, this number right here comes out, and then you have the biggest mess and it gets stuck in the lid. It's just a pain in my boot. But I love the shade. I love the way this wears. It's a really, really good concealer. I love it. I think it's great. I just wish they would fix the gosh dang packaging. Thank you, Milk. That is my message to you. e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. Now I know everybody went crazy over that e.l.f. concealer that was supposed to be a dupe for like the JOUER one and Shape Tape. Girl, you know that thing was way too heavy for me. So this is light beige. I really like this color. The shade is good. A lot of brands don't know how to do concealer shades. They're either like way too orange, they're way too like pinky pale, make you look like you're in a coffin. But e.l.f. did it right with this one. And surprisingly, I love this. This probably, I would say, is like a drugstore dupe for the Becca. Did I say that about something else? I feel like I did. But this gives a bit more coverage, like a good bit more coverage, but it keeps that natural look. And I don't know, it just looks really, really pretty under the eyes, and this is a few dollars. Okay, Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. She is not self-setting. You have to put powder on this, but it's a really good concealer. I've used this in videos. This is number 32. Look at that color. That like neutral tone. Oh, I love this shade. This is such a good color. 32. Oh, my life. Love. Thank you for being so amazing. The applicator is bomb. It's like a big paddle and both sides work. That might not sound like a big deal, but trust and believe, some brands don't know how to do that. And the shade is everything. So one of my faves. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer in number 5. I did have number 6. Oh my God. I don't know what happened to it though. I really, really like this concealer. The shade is amazing. I'm not gonna pump out too much because this applicator is the devil. It gets so messy. I had to take a tissue and wipe this off before I started filming, and you can still see how disgusting it is. It's everywhere. So if they would change this to a wand, like a doe foot, I would use this every day. I don't grab for this because I cannot stand the packaging. It is terrible. And when you twist this little thing, you're like, oh, it's not coming out, it's not coming out. And then all of a sudden, like 3 pounds of concealer shoots out of the little sponge. Charlotte, please change this packaging. It is dreadful. I hate it. But the concealer is really good. It has higher coverage than I would normally go for, but I feel like if I just, it's totally messing with my camera. If I just use a little bit of it, it's good. I just can't overdo it with that one because it is higher coverage than I'm used to. So that is pretty much it for concealers. I will show you guys my everyday makeup drawer at the end and you can see everything in there. We are moving on to powder. Okay, moving on to powder. So these, wait, you guys are like off. These are the powders that I have in my everyday drawer. We will then go into my backup drawers, but I really don't have many powders in there at all. There might be like 2. So you guys know the powder I use all the time is my NARS crystal powder. The best powder, especially if you have mature skin or dry skin, you will love this. It is just everything. My crystal powder, there is like, do you see, what, can you see how much is left? Good job, Nicole. You are really good at this. Do you see? I'm like saving it until I get another one because for some reason, if I'm without this, I feel like my life is just gonna fall apart. Don't ask. I also have my Hourglass Unlocked palette in here because I love these powders just for like sweeping on your face if you feel like maybe your makeup is too matte or you just need a little bit of like a glow. Love the blushes, love the bronzer, love the highlighter. This is the best palette that they've ever made. It's incredible. It needs to be like permanent. I don't know why they're skirting around. I can't accept it. I have my Hourglass powder that I love. Definitely not getting rid of that one. It's really low. We will need to get another one of those pretty soon. My Charlotte Tilbury powder, which I also love. Not getting rid of that one. This is going to be a pathetic declutter. My Chanel powder, Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Color number 20. I really like this powder. This is a very nice natural powder. If you haven't figured out, natural is my goal in life. This is a really good one. I like to throw this in my purse. It's good for touch-ups. It's good for setting your face. It's just overall a good bomb powder. I was gonna curse, but I can't do that because then I won't be monetized. I have 3 of the JOUER Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. This powder is amazing. If you have very dry skin and you feel like you are allergic to powder, you will love this powder. It gives your skin the prettiest like light without being a glow or radiance. It's just a beautiful powder. If you're super oily, you probably would hate this. I can't use it on my entire face, but on certain areas I will use it. It's beautiful, gorgeous. This is light. This is medium. I like to use this, obviously never because it's never been touched. Okay, let's put that in my backup drawer. This is the one that I like to use as a bronzer. Dark. This is gorgeous as a bronzer, and because the formula has that like light reflecting quality to it. It just looks so natural. It's amazing. I can't believe I've never touched medium. Who just busted me on that? I was gonna be like, oh my god, I use this when I'm tan. No you don't. Nice try. I also have my Hourglass ambient lighting powders in here. Again, this is like, everybody should own this. Everybody, regardless of if you're dry or oily. This is just, like, if you totally jack up your makeup, you can take this, sweep it across your face, and I swear it fixes everything. You can wear them as highlighters if you want a very subtle highlight. Just couldn't live without it. The Fenty powder. This was a surprise favorite for me. What is this called? The Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. So it's just like a translucent shade. I love this powder. I like it on my face. I like it for baking. I don't like it under my eyes, but I don't really like anything under my eyes except for the crystal powder. So this for me was a surprise little hit. Then I have this Well People powder that I got from Target. It's like vegan and organic and all that stuff. Bio Brightener Invisible Powder. This is a really, really nice powder though. I do like this. I haven't used it in a little while, but it's just, I mean, it's just like a translucent powder. Let's see if you can see this. But it just kind of, I don't know, it doesn't leave any weird like white cast on your skin, and I feel like it's not too heavy. And if you're into, you know, products that are good for the environment, good for your body, this is a good one. The Huda Beauty powder. This is called the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This one is in Pound Cake. Oh, what's with all these food references, girl? I'm hungry. I like this powder. I would only ever use this for baking, though. Why does my camera keep wanting to go in and out of focus? It's driving me crazy. I would only ever use this for baking. Like, I can't imagine putting this on my entire face. It's a heavy powder, but it does work for baking. Am I gonna keep it? I don't know yet. That's a maybe. I have tons of puffs. Like, let's get it together. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Pore Finish Airbrush Powder. Good grief. I don't really love this powder. I hadn't used it for a while, and I tried it again, and I don't know. I don't really see anything that special with it, so I think I might part ways with this one. Oh, who remembers this? This was like the product for a while. A couple years ago, everybody and their mom was using this tiny little e.l.f. I don't even know what it's called. And you know it doesn't say. e.l.f. likes to trick us and not put anything on the packaging other than the shade name, which is sheer. I really like this powder. I feel like they've changed the packaging now. I don't know if they changed the powder. Hopefully they didn't, because this is a really good, super inexpensive powder, and I do like this one under my eyes, surprisingly, so I am keeping it. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. This is the best one. If you only can buy one Hourglass Ambient Powder, it needs to be Luminous Light. It is just gorgeous. It just makes your skin look so healthy. Like, I am drinking gallons of water a day. I'm getting 12 hours a night. I'm having you know what every night, and like I'm thriving. This just staple. You need it. Okay, now we're getting into some that I may part with. The Pretty Vulgar powder. This is the Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. It's a pretty matte powder. I can use it, but it wouldn't be my first choice ever in life. I just love the packaging. It has a little tiny like sparrow on it, and I just love that. I feel like it's such gorgeous packaging. But I don't really use the powder. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna keep it for the packaging. That's where we're at in life right now. The Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This has always been one of my favorite loose powders, but recently I find myself only using the Hourglass powder to bake, if I bake. But I'm definitely gonna hang on to this one. Like, who am I kidding? I act like I'm contemplating getting rid of it. It's just not happening. I don't know why I pretended that it was. I'm ashamed of myself, okay? I'm ashamed. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder Under Eye and Face in, this one is in number 2. I really like this powder. I feel like it's a great powder. It's a little bit on the heavy side. The packaging is just a mess. It smells like a butthole. And the very first time I used this in a video, I was sick, so I was stuffed up. I don't think I could smell it at all. And people in the comments were like, oh my God, how did you not smell it? It smells so bad. And I'm like, what? I could not smell it at all. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one though. Oh, it just smells so awful. If it didn't smell like that, I would definitely keep it. Like, Charlotte, what's going on, girl? Why does it smell like that? And it's not just mine, everybody smells like this. But I'm keeping it because damn, she was expensive. And then the Patrick Star powder from MAC. Another amazing powder. I have a loose powder problem. I just love trying them. And obviously keeping them even if I don't use them. But I do love this powder. This is a really, really good powder. I don't know if this is even like available anymore. Not sure. But I do love this one. And I love you, Patrick. Oh. Remember when I got this? I thought it was going to be this like perfect size powder, and then I got it and it was like microscopic, but it's really cute. It's the Charlotte powder. This one's in dark, so I would only use this like as a bronzer or like a contour shade. But how freaking adorable is that? I also have it in my shade, which is, what is my shade? 2, medium. That's the Charlotte powder, by the way. I don't think I told you what the name was. Airbrush Flawless Finish. But I keep it in my purse, like the little baby one, because it's so cute. And this I won't put in my purse because I've hit pan. This will shatter everywhere, and I'm not playing that game. You are not playing me today, sis. So that's it for my drawer. We really didn't get rid of anything. Wait, did I? Oh my gosh, I only got rid of one thing, but that was like my everyday drawer. So in my defense.
I see you judging me and I don't care.
So this is going to be kind of uneventful. This is where I have the concealers. That's why there's like the space here. But before we get into that, this is the La Mer powder. Why is it like off? Okay. They changed their powder. It's no longer in this packaging. It's no longer this formulation. I've heard the new one is not as good, and I will never get rid of this because I feel like it's special and you can't get it anymore, and it's freaking La Mer and it was expensive. Do I use it? Here and there. Not really, but it sits and just shows how beautiful she is. What? That wasn't even a sentence. This is the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation, which I love. But this shade is way too dark for me right now. I have my correct shade in with my other foundations. This one is Y405. So I'm obviously keeping that. I don't know. Should I keep this? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder in NC40. I don't think they make this powder anymore, and this is such an amazing powder. This is super old, but I can't get rid of it because I love this powder so much, but I don't even want to use it because I don't think you can get it anymore. MAC, why? I just need to know why you would get rid of this. I just don't understand. I'm heartbroken. Then I have 2 MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powders. I have medium dark, this guy, and I have medium. Do you really need both? Probably not. I mean, they are kind of different. I don't really use either. I should get rid of at least one of them, but I don't know which one. So me being me, I'm gonna keep them both. This is really going great. Maybelline Fit Me powder in 130. I have not touched this powder in forever. Do I still like this powder? Oh, look how nice and like sheer it is. I'm going to put that in my everyday makeup drawer because I remember this being a really, really great powder. Keeping, obviously. The Wet n Wild pressed powder in Warm Light. There was something about this that I didn't like. I like it as a bronzer. Like, I have a deep shade of this that I use as bronzer, but I don't love it as a face powder, but I feel like I did it one time. That I can get rid of. Oh, and here's another one in Neutral Buff. Getting rid of that one as well. And then this Becca Hydra Mist. Oh, oh my gosh, you guys, I totally forgot. Look, it says Hourglass on it. I like scribbled it on there. This is actually my Hourglass Veil Powder. I had a mini one that I put in here because I love this packaging so much. Like for traveling, it's so like perfect. And then she can't get it open because that's the story of my life. Oh, see, it has like the little net. I have more of my Hourglass powder. Are you kidding me? I thought I was about to be out. Oh my gosh, this is a really great day. I have no life. Definitely keeping. Oh, thank you guys for realizing that with me. Oh my goodness. Do you remember when I said I had the Charlotte Tilbury No. 6 concealer, but I didn't know where it was? I just found it in with my sunblocks and primers. I mean, why not? That's right. So there she is. It's a really good shade. Again, the packaging. Here, do you want me to show you? Oh, oh, hi. Look at that disaster of packaging. Come on, Charlotte. Girl, you can do better than that. I have a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder, you know, the cult classic Laura Mercier setting powder. I have not used this in forever. But you know I'm keeping it because I have problems. This one I will get rid of. The Lock-It powder from Kat Von D in the shade Petal. I love this shade because it's a little bit like peachy toned, but this powder is extremely heavy. I feel like this was hard to get my hands on, but I never use it. I will get rid of that. And then I have my Coty Airspun powder that I love, but I don't use it because it reminds me of my grandma. The smell is very like grandma perfume-ish, but my grandma used to wear this powder all the time. So whenever I use it, it makes me think of my gram and then I cry and my makeup gets messed up. So I just don't use it, but I keep it. And then the Urban Decay All Nighter powder in, oh, it's just like translucent. I go back and forth with this one. I like it, then I don't. I don't know. I have so much powder on my hand right now. I think I can part ways with this one, but look how good this packaging is. It's so thin. I wish every brand would do pressed powder in this exact packaging. It is so perfect. And it's like the magnet. Oh, so satisfying. Oh my goodness. I just found something we need to talk about. Not this, in a minute. The Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder is actually a really, really nice powder. This one is in Fair Light. I used to use this so often. Why don't I use it anymore? I'm gonna put this in my collection. Wow, this was a bust. But I just found my Glossier concealer. I love this concealer. But with it being summer, just recently, I mean, it's November, but I feel like yesterday it was June. I digress. I was tan, so I couldn't use the stretch concealer from Glossier, that's what it's called, in the shade Light. It was just way too light for me, but now that I'm as white as a ghost, I can use this, and I love this. I feel like not everyone would love this. It's extremely light coverage. It's very, very natural. It is so stinking amazing. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I missed you and I didn't even know that I missed you. This dark JOUER powder I'm gonna put in with my bronzers. Here, do you want me to give you a little swatch of it? It's really, really pretty. It's so like luminous and look, tell me that's not gorgeous. Are you kidding me? I have so much powder on my hand, it looks awful. But if you're in the market for a new bronzer and you want something light and luminous and just life changing, right here. And I have a code, it's probably already on the screen because Christmas is coming and I need to make that money. And then here's my everyday makeup drawer. I have you guys like above it because I have you on my big daddy tripod. So let's put back in my everyday concealers. You know what? I'm gonna pull out this Charlotte Tilbury one and put it in the backup drawer because I don't use it that often. So we have Becca Aqua Luminous. They have to go on top actually. Better Stay, Elf, 2 Maybelline, my Naked from Urban Decay, my favorite Armani corrector, Becca Aqua Luminous. I'm going to put this little Glossier one in there. I'm so excited to use that. And then of course my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Oh, where am I going to fit this Becca one? I'll just throw it over here. This is like where everything gets thrown that doesn't. I'm also going to pull the Milk Makeup one out because I've had that one out for a while. She can take a rest. Okay, so the Estee Lauder one, which I'm so sad that I forgot about. Makeup Forever, and then the Sephora Concealer and Corrector. Born This Way, I'm gonna give her a go. If I'm not in love, I'm just gonna throw it away because I've had her for a while. And then the 2 Makeup Forever ones. Oh, but wait, where's my Becca? No, I'm gonna leave the Becca hidden because if I put them on top, that's all I'm gonna use. And I think we'd be done. Wow, that took forever. So this is what we are getting rid of. I didn't do that great. I know. I did better with concealer than powder. But, I mean, considering I feel like we did pretty good. Let me just be happy with how I did. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, let me know down below favorite concealers, favorite powders, anything. What you had for breakfast. You can tell me whatever you want. So, I love you guys so much. Thank you again for being here. You guys were the best. I will see you all next time. Peace.
Because I have problems concentrating. Okay, whatever. On camera. So my stupid booty put this box in the middle of my carpet and I wasn't looking down. Oh my gosh. And then I saw it at the last second and tried not to step on it and then just like jumped over it and did like a tuck and roll. And now I'm on all fours. Oh, and I broke a nail. Oh man. Look, you can see the... Look at this carnage. The scene of the crime. The box. Oh my god, I just spit on my camera. So let me give you... Hey, why are you giving them another shot? They just stared at it for 10 minutes and now they need to see it again? Just stop.